Welcome to FinIntegrate User Guide. In this video, you'll be guided on how to update journal number by batch. Begin by navigating to the Transactions. From the list of available options, select the Journal module. Next, click on Consolidation Journal. Once the page loads, move to the More Tasks section. Here, look for Journal Number Update Batches icon. The above path is one example, as the Journal Number Update Batch function is also available in other menus within the system. Navigate to Easy Guide. Then select Console Process for holding or subsidiary. Then choose to be. In this menu, the function appears as the 8th icon. Now click on Journal Number Update Batch. Once the form appears, begin by choosing the filtering option. Select the required group or entity. If this selection is disabled, untick the checkbox to enable it, then choose your desired group or entity. Next, select the journal type from the available options. After that, choose your preferred sorting method. Then select the year and period. If necessary, you may adjust these fields accordingly. Click Retrieve to proceed. The system will display the list of journals based on your selected criteria. Now enter the prefix in this field. This prefix will replace the existing journal numbers for the selected entries. You may refer to the sample displayed on the screen for guidance. Next, enter the running number. Before generating the new journal numbers, you can choose to select all journals at once or manually select specific entries if you only need to update certain journal entries. Click Generate Journal Number to preview the updated numbers. This step allows you to review the changes before they are permanently applied. Once you have checked the revised journal numbers, click Process to confirm and overwrite the journal numbers. Once the update is complete, the status bar will display a confirmation on each row, showing that the new journal numbers have been successfully assigned. In this section, we will look at some additional tips when revising journal numbers in the system. Understanding these tips will help prevent errors during the journal number update process. The system processes journal number changes in batches. Because of this, duplicate journal numbers are not allowed in the system. If a revised journal number is already being used by another journal entry that has not yet been updated, the system will not allow the change. This rule helps prevent duplicate journal numbers. For example, if BGCJEO0203 is revised to be GCJEO0204, the system may reject the change. This happens because BGCJEO0204 is still currently in use and has not yet been updated. To avoid creating duplicate journal numbers, the system will block this revision. First, assign a temporary prefix to the existing journal numbers. In this example, the prefix will be changed from CJE to TJE. This step temporarily frees up the original journal numbers, allowing the required updates to be completed. Update the journals as follows. BGCJEO0203 will be changed to BGTJEO0204 and BGCJEO0204 will be changed to BGTJEO0203 once all necessary updates have been completed. Finally, replace the temporary prefix with the preferred journal prefix. For example, change TJE back to CJE. This generates the journal numbers to the correct format after the updates have been finalized. Let's look into a sample. I will choose these 3 journal entries to demonstrate the process. First, I enter the running number 202, since the journal entries I selected start from this number. Then I manually enter the revised journal number in both fields. Next, I click Process to overwrite the existing journal numbers. The system is able to process the first entry since there are no changes, but the other 2 entries are blocked due to duplication. To resolve this, I temporarily change the prefix. In this case, the prefix CJE will be changed to TJE. Then I generate the journal number to overwrite it with the temporary prefix. Now, I manually changed the preferred numbers that need to be revised. Next, I click Process to overwrite the entries. The system now allows the desired numbers to be applied to the selected journal entries. Once this is done, I click Retrieve to refresh the records. I am selecting the same 3 journal entries that were selected previously, and then clicking Generate again to preview them. Now, I change the prefix from TJE back to CJE, since TJE was only used as a temporary prefix and is no longer needed. I then click Generate Journal Number, followed by Process to overwrite the entries. The journal entries have now been successfully revised. Lastly, I click Retrieve to refresh and confirm the updates. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching, and enjoy working with FinIntegrate.